Hi, everybody. I am Amy Carrier, and I am live today to talk to you about my classroom, and in particular, to give you 8 tips for getting the most out of Amy Carrier's classroom. So I'm going to give us just a couple of minutes, as we always do, to get more people into this live broadcast. I'm going to ask you, if you're here, if you're watching, say hello. Put your name, or I'm sorry, not your name. Your name will show up if you write where you're from in the comments. I really want to know where you're from. This classroom is so incredible because we have 95 different countries represented, and I may actually be off by one because I think we got another one that I'm not thinking about. So I think we're up to 96 countries, at least 95 in Amy Carrier's classroom. And I want to know which country you're watching from. So please just tell me in the comments, say hello. Tell me how you're doing. What's going on? Hi, Tayab Rahid. How are you? Thank you for saying hello. And while I'm still waiting for more people to join us, I'm going to ask you, if you're here, please share this video on your page. Hi, Anger. Hi. Who is that? Mukrab Khan, how are you? You're from Pakistan. That's great. Hi, Amir Balal. He's also from Pakistan. Excellent. So I want you guys watching this because I'm going to teach you how a lot of people aren't really taking advantage of the unbelievable resource that is my classroom. Number one, it's free. Number two, there are expert teachers from around the world, 15 of them, 15 expert teachers who are volunteering to teach one class each week in my classroom for free to you. So if you are not taking advantage of these free lessons from people, you are seriously missing out. It's free. And it's live, so you can actually connect with people in real time. Salam, Habib, how are you? Hello, Layla. Thank you for being here. Layla is one of our new mentor teachers in the classroom. She is from Brazil, and she teaches all about technology and makerspace, and she is a lifelong innovator. Tayab, today's subject is the 8 top tips I can give you to get the most out of my classroom. My classroom is Amy Carrier's classroom. It's a group here on Facebook. If you are not a member, I know several of you are, but if you are not a member, oh my gosh, you are behind the clock on that. You have to join now. So you can join right now for free by going to Amy Carrier's classroom. Just search for it in your Facebook window. You can also go to amycarriersclassroom.com. That's the really easy way to get to it. And so I've been at this for a year now. I volunteer. All my mentor teachers volunteer. And hi, Ali Raza, how are you? And if you are not taking advantage of this, you are seriously missing out. So I have put together the 8 top tips for you to absolutely get the most out of this. All right. So it looks like we've got, okay, so some of you are actually members of the classroom. That's great. Now, I want to know in the comments, what have you learned from Amy Carrier's classroom? Tell me, what have you learned? So if you have learned confidence, tell me that. If you have learned how to communicate better, tell me that. If you've learned how to market your business, tell me in the comments. And if you want to mention which teacher you learned this from, which mentor teacher, like Alex or Julia, or even Sushmita. Sushmita doesn't volunteer with us anymore. Sushmita in India, I'm sure a lot of you remember her. But if you learned something from her, tell us in the comments, okay? And I'm going to give some shout outs. So Faraz Ahmed, it's very, very easy. He's asking, hi, how are you? How can we get registered? Go right now to Amy Carrier's classroom, and there's actually a link in the description of this live video. So you can either wait until I'm done with this video and stick around, because I'm going to give you all 8 pointers so that you get the most out of this. I know how to get the most out of this, but Lots of you just have bits and pieces of the information, okay? So, all right, Payush says he's learned English communication. That's wonderful, Payush. That is so valuable because English, Arabic, Chinese, those are pretty much the 3 biggest languages on the planet. So if you can practice and get better at any of those, it's only going to help you. And let's see, who else can tell me what they have learned here in my classroom? While you all are going to this link I put up on screen, you go get registered, and I'm going to read some more comments about what people have learned in the classroom. So those of you who are new can actually learn the types of things that you're going to learn in the classroom. Okay, so Nasser's been around since the beginning. And oh my gosh, he gave me a list of 6 things. Okay, so Nasser has learned confidence, communication, etiquette. Yeah, we also teach digital etiquette, guys. He has learned networking. See, keep the comments coming. They're going so fast, but they're kind of making them all scroll up, so bear with me. Networking was number 4 he learned. Number 5, he learned the entrepreneurial mindset, which is so important. And number 6, he learned hope. Nasser, that's amazing. I'm so glad you learned hope from our classroom. I actually want to know more about the hope that you learned. Okay, Mukhtar Ahmed says that he learned communication. That's fantastic. You will always be helping yourself if you are improving your communication in any way, your written communication, verbal communication, your confidence in writing or speaking or communicating with someone you don't know. These are all really valuable skills. And it's just a playground of learning in my classroom. So let's see. We've got Asif Durrani says he learned leadership. Fantastic. Saman Zahid says she learned communication skills, network. Oh, she gave me a long list. Communication skills and networking, building relationships, life hacks, professional development. See, it's scrolling by so fast. Patience and so much more. Someone learned patience. That's awesome. All right. Hi, Lori. How are you? Mohammed Mari says that he learned how to be good at communication. Fantastic. And Kunthalai, hello from Cambodia. Hello, Cambodia. How are you? It's always great to hear from people on the very opposite side of the world from me. Okay. And Amir Balal says, watch some of your videos. And what I've learned is how flexible a teacher needs to be to allow students to, and I'm sorry, your comment is too long to read the whole thing, but it's true. Teachers have to be flexible to help the students learn. And that's exactly one of the priorities and one of the, what's the word? It's one of the values that I make sure that we espouse in the classroom, that we're flexible. We're not preaching to you guys. We're not reading from hard, curriculum. You don't have to memorize what we're saying. You get to learn and expand and grow yourself. So, Saeed Mohammed Jawad says, I'm a part of the classroom for a while now, not explored much yet, but I want to connect. So you are the perfect person to watch this entire lesson today, my entire video, because I'm going to teach you how to get something way more than you've gotten out of the classroom. Okay, I'm going to just read a couple more, and then I'm going to get right into those 8 tips and help you all to learn how to get the absolute most out of Amy Carrier's classroom. Again, you can go to the link I've put on screen. You can search for Amy Carrier's Classroom in Facebook, or you can wait until the video is over and you can click on the link at the top of the description of the video. And Payush, I think you're asking for a lesson about business startup. So you're actually jumping ahead. That's one of my tips. You need to post in the classroom what you want to learn, basically like a request. Can someone please teach this? That's the only way we know that that's what you want, okay? but you have to post it inside the classroom. You can't just write it in a comment here or anywhere else. Kunta, I'm glad you're doing well. Fauzia, hello, my dear. Fauzia, stick around. I'm going to be talking about the 8 tips to help everyone here get the most out of my classroom, okay? And it's great because it is just scrolling all of the things that people have learned in the classroom. This is making me very happy. Saman Zahid says that she's learned global mindset. And Lori is learning how globally connected we actually are. We are. There's no distance. So Saman Zahid is in Islamabad in Pakistan. She's my virtual assistant. I was just on the phone with her before I went live. I'm going to get on the phone with her again, and we're going to have a meeting when I finish. And even though there's a 9-hour time gap, she and I work so well together. So you have to understand that we're all humans and we're all connected. And just get out of your mind that there's any separation. We just have to learn how to become family and help each other. And Amy Carrier's classroom is my way, and all of my mentor teachers, our way of helping you. So take advantage. Okay. Hi, Milena, how are you? All right. Saeed Essen Saeed, you've been here for a year. That's right, you have. Fauzia. So, all right, looking for more comments. So Mohammed Saftar, you can absolutely join my classroom, my friend. You have to go to that link. It's very, very easy. You just click join at the very top. If you have any problems, you can actually write to the classroom and say, I can't figure out how to join, but you should be able to. It's like the easiest thing to do because it's a group on Facebook. It's literally set up for you to be able to join. All right. And let's see, we've got someone from India, from Dubai. And today's world, Ahmed Raza says today's world is truly a global village. You know, I really love that you're all saying this because this speaks to one of these 8 points. So I am going to get into my points here. Mohammed Adel Sadiqi is a social activist and a speaker and leader. And so you absolutely should be here and take advantage, because the biggest thing you can get out of my classroom, here's a hint before I even get into my list, the biggest thing you're going to get out of my classroom is the connections you're going to make, how you're going to network with other people, okay? So are you ready for the first tip? Yes? Can I get some thumbs up and some hearts? Are we ready? All right, guys. So tip number 1 for getting the most out of Amy Carrier's classroom is to go to the very top of the page, go into the page, and click See First. And someone, maybe you can actually take a screenshot of that and put it in the comments so people can see what I'm talking about. Because if you click the See First, this means you will always, always get a notification when one of the teachers is broadcasting live. So why wouldn't you click See First so that every lesson shows up at the top of your feed every time you log in? That's just kind of a no-brainer, right? So when you go to the classroom, okay, you're going to click that little arrow right next to Amy Carrier's classroom. Can you see it? The little down arrow? Next to that little down arrow, you get this menu popping up. And what you want to click on is Edit Notification Settings. And then boom, once you are in there, you say, you see this, okay? This menu. Sorry, guys. And what you want to actually choose is up at the top where it says All Posts. Yeah, it just went away. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Hey, Calvin, how are you? So it's just that easy. If you change that one setting, you will never miss anything, because every time you look at your Facebook, Amy Carrier's classroom announcing a live lesson will be at the top of your feed. Like, I could just end this broadcast right now and say, that's the most important thing you need to know. That is how you will always be able to watch all of the mentor lessons. And I'm up to 15 This means that there's at least one a day, sometimes two a day, experts who are broadcasting live for 1 hour. So you can get that. And even if you can't watch it live, you can watch it in rebroadcast because it's still available for free. Okay. That notification setting is going to change everything for you because you're going to see posts from us every single day. And those posts are going to be either, let's say there's an announcement of an upcoming class on entrepreneurship. When you see that announcement, it's actually connected to an event that you can register for. To register, all you do is you hit the button that says going. That's it, or interested. And then you'll get another notification from Facebook when we go live. Okay, so like my lesson today, if you registered for it, you would have gotten a reminder. And as long as you have this set up so that you see all of our posts, I'm going to try this once more to not, let's see, can I make it work? No, I already scrolled down. See that very top where it says all posts? Just go to the classroom and click all posts. And you almost don't even need to know what it does. Just trust that this will make sure that you know every single lesson. Even if you missed it, let's say the lesson was 3 hours ago and you log on first thing in the morning or first thing in the afternoon, the lesson was 3 hours ago, even though it's ended, you'll still see it. You'll get that notification right at the very top of your Facebook feed, and then you can go watch it, okay? Okay, someone is saying that she'll make a post about it in the classroom. If you can find a way to, I don't think on a live feed you can actually comment with an image, so maybe that's the problem. Okay, thank you, someone, for doing that. All right. Yes, someone says there's no option to add images. Thank you. And hey, Carrie, how are you? Fauzia says she's learned other social values. She's learned other people's social values and about their culture by connecting with them. And that's what happens in my classroom. Okay, so number one is make sure you click that so that you see all. See first, see all. Whatever it says on your interface, make sure you click that so that you see all of our announcements at the very top of your Facebook feed. And then number two is connected to what I just said. Make sure you register for all of the live lesson events. They're actually called events on Facebook. You just register. And in those events, it gives you the photo of the teacher, a description of what they're teaching, and you can actually go in there and you can see who else is going to be attending. And you can invite friends to join as well. So if Alex is doing a lesson on cryptocurrency and you think one of your friends should absolutely do this lesson, you can just click invite and invite your friend to watch it, even if you don't watch it, okay? So number two is register for these live lesson events. And someone, maybe you can post a second post in there that explains or that shows what the events look like and how to register. You can just put a circle around the I'm going button that anyone can select. Okay, everybody with me? Can I get some thumbs up? Are you with me? Do we understand one? Yes? Let me get some yeses if you understand the first step to getting the most out of Amy Carrier's classroom. And let me get some yeses. Hey, Mason, how are you? You're not late, my friend. You came in on the end of tip number 2. So I'm just doing a quick recap of the first 2 tips for how to get the most out of Amy Carrier's classroom. And anyone who's not a member, you can go to the link that I've put on the screen and just ask to join. You do have to answer the 3 questions that appear. When you hit join, a menu or a new screen pops up that asks you 3 questions. You will not be approved if you do not answer the 3 questions. This is information that you give us. Think of it as your payment for years and years of free learning. All you have to do is pay us with answering 3 questions, and they're super easy. All right, so I'm getting lots of yeses. Everybody's got number 1 and number 2. Number 1 was make sure you change the notification setting for the group so that you see all of our notifications at the top of your feed. By the way, guys, you can do this with up to 20 individual pages or people. And then they just show up with little blue stars in the corner, and then they're just always at the top when you log into your Facebook. So make Amy Carrier's Classroom one of those 20. And then number 2 is make sure that you register for all of the live lessons, or just the live lessons that you're interested in. It's getting a little toasty in here, so I'm moving my fan. Hooey! The world's hot right now, isn't it? Okay, so number 2, register for those events. Get all the information. You can even ask questions of the teacher who's going to be broadcasting in that space. And then number 3 is make sure to share these videos and bring your friends in. Tell me in the comments why you think I'm adding that as number 3. Why is it important for you to share on your own page and let your friends, your contacts know about these? Tell me that in the comments, please. Why should we have other people know about this? And it's kind of a pop quiz. I think several of you have taken some of the lessons that I've done with Alex Bertlin, and that's a hint of why you should share my and all the other mentor teachers' live lessons. Tell me in the comments. Nasser is eating ice cream. Nasser's so funny. No, sir, this is why I posted on your page the other day. Your face came up in my feed somehow, and I just said, this guy just always makes me smile. His comments just always crack me up and kind of bring me right back into the moment. So this is another clue, guys, why you should share, because I've never met Nasser. He lives in Pakistan, and I just told you, I posted on his page because I called him Smiley because he makes me smile. He cracks me up. So this is the hint for number 3. Why should you share these live lessons on your page? I'm going to give you another second to answer that question. Great, we've got some answers. Lori says, to add more like-minded individuals and learn from each other. Yes, exactly. Amir Balal says, because that's your vision to spread knowledge and be the reason of other success. Yeah, that is my vision. That is my mission, to get as many people as possible exposed to these kinds of skills that you will need to do work and be successful in the world, no matter what you do. Okay. And then sharing is caring. Ali Raza, you're funny. Yes, sharing is caring. It's knowledge. We need to share knowledge. And right now, the reason I'm doing this is because everything that I'm teaching here is not taught in your schools. Okay. So this is why I'm teaching it for free outside of your schools. If you're even older than school age, how would you get access to these things? You'd probably have to pay for them. This is free. It's free. My whole career, I've always made it a priority to look for people who are willing to give just a piece of their time to help others. And that's now the platform that I have built, and I'm continuing to build beyond this. Mason says, yeah, to have a larger community and unity. That's right. So you touched on what's so important to me. And this is actually connected to my next point. The next point is, this is how you build your network. So number 3 is share, 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 because you never know if someone in your friend list is perfect for a job that someone else in the classroom is talking about and looking or looking for a partner for. It doesn't fit you, but maybe it suits someone else that you know. That's why you want to share. We want all of these to be viral so that as many people as possible can benefit. And it's how we all build our networks. The only way your network grows is if you help other people build their networks. Okay. So number 4 is network, network, network. Connect with people. You just have an opportunity to build your network, and nobody gets successful without their network. And I'm going to tell you one story, one example, and it's really an impressive example. So for 6 months, I was looking for a suitable virtual assistant for my classroom. 6 months. And Saman Zahid is a young woman living in Pakistan who had recently finished her computer education, her bachelor's degree. And how did I find her, or how did she find me? It was actually because one of my mentor teachers here in Amy Carrier's classroom, Hassan Arshad, he's on hiatus right now. He'll be returning, but he's extremely busy building his business. So Hassan Arshad, I was talking to, several people who I knew in Pakistan, and I talked to Hassan and I said, I think you can help me with this. And boom, that was it. So he knew that I was looking, and he was assuming that I was just getting people to apply for the job who were suitable, and I wasn't for 6 months. So I had a conversation, excuse me, with Hassan, and he said, you know what? My sister's friend might be great for this. And I said, okay, great. Let me talk to her. And that's how it happened. It was all about networking. So if you think that you're just going to get a job because it's posted somewhere, it's not how it works. It's all about networking. Someone may have never seen, obviously she hadn't for 6 months, my advertisement about this job. And it was specifically for someone in Pakistan. I didn't have any applicants who were good enough. So how did she find it? It actually found her because I reached out. I expanded my network. I shared my opportunities with more people. That's how everything happens, guys. I promise you, that's how everything happens. So that's 3 kind of goes into number 4. You want to share the videos, share the posts, share whatever's posted in the classroom on your page so that your network grows, so that people can learn things from you. And hey, makes you the really cool person to be the connector, because now Hassan Arshad is actually the person who brought me and Saman together. And now she and I work together extremely well. She's been working with me for about 4 months. So what do you think, guys? Does that make sense? Are you on board? Let me see some thumbs up. Let me get some comments on this. You guys with me? We got through to number 4, so we're halfway through the list. Here we go. Tell me you're with me. Tell me if this all makes sense. Super easy so far, right? All right. Let's see what we have for comments here. Yeah, Layla says sharing's important for other people to get the information, and also a good way to expand our network. You see why I have her? She's one of the newest mentor teachers in the classroom. Yeah, she gets it completely. All right. Umar, it's nice to see you too. All right. Lori says yes, she gets it. Fauzia says yes. Nasser says yes with a big smiley face. And Fauzia says, because maybe at the time things are not to your benefit, but someone other than you might need it more. That's absolutely true. Okay. So I think you, Ali Raza, your network is your net worth. Absolutely. All right. So we've got number 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you guys remember what they are? Is anyone taking notes? Can you write it down in the comments? I'll do a quick recap, but if you can write it in the comments, that will help other people. So number 1 is change your notification settings so that Amy Carrier's Classroom appears at the top of your feed every time you log in. Number 2 is make sure you register for live events in the classroom. Number 3, excuse me, make sure to share all the live videos and the resources. that are in the classroom so that other people can benefit from them. And number 4 is this is how you build your network, okay? And I'm going to say more about the network in a second. But number 5 is again, these are 5 or 8 tips how to get the most out of Amy Carrier's classroom. So number 5 is post questions. Ask questions. Okay, I'm going to repeat myself in case you didn't hear me. You ready? Listen. Put your ear close to the phone or close to the computer. Make sure you ask questions. The only way anyone learns is by asking questions. And I understand this goes against what so many of you have been taught in school. You have been taught not to ask questions, to be afraid to ask questions because you don't want to look stupid. You don't want to look like you didn't understand something you should have already understood. Look, this is not how I operate, and this is why I am a disruptor in education. That is not accurate. That is not correct. If you are afraid of asking questions, you are afraid of stepping into your own rightful future. Because the only way you're going to get anything, learn anything, connect with anybody is by asking questions. So, number 5, ask questions in my classroom. This means, obviously, you can post here on live videos, mine or Julia's or anyone else's, but those get lost a lot of times when we're live. I often say to people watching my live videos, please go post this question that you just asked in the classroom. Why? Because when you post a question in the classroom, first of all, 15 mentors can come in and answer that question. Where else are you going to get so many experts coming to answer your question? Nowhere. For free? Nowhere. So you ask your question. Not only do the mentor teachers answer, so do each of you answer. You guys are, just because I say students, you're all incredibly smart, wise people who have experience. So you get to help someone else learn when that other person has actually taken 30 seconds to ask their question. And if you are one of those people who's ever been afraid to ask a question, you will give someone else courage to do it. Courage, confidence, these are all skills that we work on building in Amy Carrier's classroom. And you have to understand that you got to step outside of that comfort zone that keeps you quiet and not doing things for yourself. And when you ask a question, you're going to feel empowered because you're going to start getting responses that will help you. It's also connected to how you build your network, because you might find that someone really likes your question and they pose an answer. They might say, hey, I'd be happy to talk with you more about this. Do you want to, have a phone call? That's up to you. That's you building your network. Okay. So number 5 is post questions in the classroom. It's very easy. Right next to the button where you click join is a button where you click post. You can post a question. You can actually create a poll. I'm not going to get into that. All right. And then connected to posting questions, number 6 is participate in the dialogue on the questions. And frankly, this is the one thing that I have not, it makes me sad almost that more people aren't doing this. We have almost 6,000 people in this network, and it's rare that anyone posts questions. And this breaks my heart, because if you all were in my classroom, you would all be asking questions, but you're not. You're here. You have to find the courage inside yourself to step up and ask these questions. I can't help you. This is me helping you. Excuse me. I teach every week on Mondays at this time, and this is my hour to volunteer. And I'm using this today rather than to teach you something. This is a how-to for my classroom. So I could be teaching, but I'm trying to teach you how to get the most out of this. So make sure you ask those questions, okay? There's no wrong question. And I'll tell you right now, I get hundreds of questions sent to me privately, I won't answer them. In fact, I tell people, you need to go join my classroom. It's actually gotten to the point where I can't even respond to those people and say, go ask the question in my classroom. That's why I'm saying it to you here live now, because you have to ask questions. Okay, next we have number 7. Number 7 is connect with people, get to know them, and become a frequent participant. Nasser is a frequent participant. I know that Nasser's always going to post something that makes me smile, it makes me happy, and I know that he's always going to be here. He's a frequent participant. That gives me the fuel that I need to keep doing this. So it also means that other people get to know Nasser. Nasser got to be friends even with Rehan Alawala at one point. And the thing with Rehan, because he has hundreds of thousands of people, and you can only actually have 5,000 friends, he has friends for just a small period of time because he wants to get to know you and help you build your network. So he benefited, Nasser did, by just being part of me and my work. And I mentioned his name to Rehan and I said, hey, he's a good guy, he's always happy. And he said, send me his profile. And he added him. I don't know why Rehan does what he does, but that's just an example. Because those of you in Pakistan know Rehan, you know what that means to you, if it means anything. But it's also because by connecting with each other and being a frequent participant, this means that the teachers are getting to know you and getting to understand how they can be better at teaching you and how they can meet what it is that you would like to learn. And then, let's see. I don't know. I got all out of order because I actually changed the order on myself. Next, I think this is number 7. Always think in terms of building your network. So everybody you are connecting with inside the classroom is a potential person to add to your network. And your network expands beyond Facebook. So you might add this person on LinkedIn. You might actually contact this person and say, hey, I'm actually building a business and you were talking about something. I think we could actually help each other. That's my other goal for this classroom. So number 7 is always think that you are building your network. You are always meeting people, and people are always potentially your next boss, your next employer, your next business partner, your next employee, your next friend, your next, I don't know, significant other, whatever. Who knows? But always think in terms of building your network. And finally, number 8. Okay. So number 1, change your notifications at the top of the page. Number 2, register for all the live events. Number 3, share the live videos on your page. Number 4, network. Number 5, post questions inside the classroom. Number 6, participate in dialogue on questions inside the classroom. Number 7, connect with people, get to know them, become a frequent participant. Number 8, always think about your network. Always, always, always think about your network. And I'm going to add number 9, because number 9 is probably the most important. Always show gratitude and be kind. And that is because how you behave reflects on you. Doesn't reflect on the other person. It just reflects on you. So how are you marketing yourself? How are you showing yourself to the world? It's all about how you show respect, how you are kind, and gratitude just by simply saying thank you. It's the easiest thing you can do to show that you are a kind person. Gratitude goes a long way. So that, my friends, is my list of 8 tips plus 1 bonus of how to get the most out of Amy Carrier's classroom. So I'm going to actually check for comments now, and I'm going to put some up on screen. So if you have questions, if you have comments, please put them here now. It looks like, yes, Mason Hajar says networking, yes. And he says that he has become friends, Facebook friends with people that he's met here, including Selin Ertan from Turkey, who she's the amazing young woman I did a live broadcast with a couple of weeks ago. So let's see. Nasser, did you do it? You did. You wrote the first 6. You're the best. See? I always know I can count on Nasser. All right, Nasser, I hope you got the last 2. Then you can just put up all 8 points, and then I'll put your 8 points up on screen. How's that? All right, Lori has a good comment here. Guys, I know I have to kind of lean into the computer because it's a little tricky. This is a good interface, but the issue is that your comments just disappear so quickly. Lori, here we go. Lori says, she says, how can we help all the talented people to land contract jobs in the US to work remote? How can we help all the talented people to land contract jobs in the US? So you're saying like Saman Zahid, how can we help people get virtual jobs with companies or with individuals here in the US? Is that what you're saying, Lori? Tell me in the comments if that's what you're saying, because it's actually something I'm working on. I can't really say much about it right now, but it's something I'm working on. So, Lori, if you would just clarify, am I understanding you correctly in the comments? Okay. Tell me that, please. And, all right, what else do we have for a comment here? Fauzia says, she says, yes, if you ask, then you can get your answer of your query and then get confidence to learn new things. Absolutely. Hey, Kashish, how are you? Okay, Fauzia says, really, really amazing and valuable tips that you have shared, and I've shared it with others. Great, wonderful. All right, so I know that there are earlier comments here, but I need you guys to put them again at the top. It's just difficult to actually get to them all. There are 160 comments, so thank you all. If there's something that you want me to put up on screen, just write it again, please, so that it shows up at the very top. Here's a comment from someone. She says, oh yes, networking is an essential part of your professional and personal life. It so is. She knows because she, Lori just asked this question about how can we help people in other countries get more virtual jobs with companies, with individuals in the US. Someone got one. So we need to help you all figure that out. And actually, so those of you in Pakistan who are watching, I had a conversation with Rehan yesterday about this because it's actually one of his visions. And it's part of the reason why he supports Amy Carrier's classroom is because he wants more Pakistanis to get virtual jobs. So it is something that we're working on. And Lori, if you want to be part of that, let's chat. And let's see what we have for comments. Kashish, it's never too late, my dear. Okay. Mohammed Uzair says, I want to say something. Mohammed, you have to actually write your comment and I'll put it on screen. All right. Abuzar Kasim. He says, I love the gratitude one and would like to add integrity. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm giving you a high five. Absolutely. We have talked quite a bit about integrity in this classroom. Alex and I did a a broadcast on digital etiquette. And then I did another broadcast on digital etiquette with another woman who wants to be a mentor teacher in the classroom. So we've been talking about this, and gratitude is how you express your integrity in action. Would you agree, Abuzar? Would you agree? And Ali Ahmed, Ali Ahmed. He says, I will immigrate to the US in 1 year. Any tips to prepare for a job in the US? Yeah, you need to register to watch every single one of the lessons taught in this classroom, because you need to have all of those skills, period. Like, that's it. That's my tip. You need to take full advantage of my classroom if you are to work here in the culture in the US. All right, other comments, questions? Okay, we've got number 7 and number 8 from Nasser. Nasser, can you put all of them together in one post, and then I'll put that up? Thank you. Abuzar says, respect is mutual. You should respect others if you expect them to respect you. It's totally true. It's a reciprocal relationship. And have you ever heard that phrase, what goes around comes around? So true. There's so many colloquialisms that I know of, at least in my culture, that we say that mean that. One of them is the chickens are coming home to roost. Yeah, chickens are coming home to roost. It means, look, whatever you created, whatever you've raised, in this case, a chicken, however you raised that chicken, it's coming home to have more chickens. So such a weird analogy, isn't it? We have such strange sayings in all of our cultures. I think it's really interesting. There's probably a book somewhere on all these different funny things that we all say. All right. So give respect, take respect. Absolutely, Imran. And Mason Hajar says integrity comes from know-how. Know-how means know-how means insecurity. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a reciprocal thing. All right. So, my friends, I'm going to do a quick recap. Nasser, did you find a way to put all 8 points in one list? That's what I'm looking for. If you can, I'll put it up at the top, or I'll put it up on screen. Very last comment. So, my friends, whoops, hide. I could use my glasses. That would kind of help. Hey, I can see. What amazing invention. All right, I'm just literally waiting for Nasser to give me the full list. And Abuzar is laughing at me. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad I'm entertaining. Amir Balal. Oh, Amir, I'm sorry. I lost it. Here we go. I'm covering my face because Nasser did it for me. He listed everything. So number 1, change your notification settings. Can you see me? I'm here. Number 1, change your notification settings so that you can see all posts. Number 2, register for live events. Number 3, live events are just the announcements of the lessons that are coming up. Number 3, share all live videos. Number 4, this is how you build your network. Yes, yes, yes. So let other people benefit from this. Number 5, post questions in Amy Carrier's classroom. Number 6, participate in the discussion and don't be shy. You won't get... Nasser, you're so funny. Oh my God, you're so funny. You won't get ice cream for it. Number 7, build your network. Number 8, show gratitude. Oh my gosh. So, all right, I'm going to leave that up for just another second so that everybody gets all these points. And I like Nasser's edited version of this, but rather than my own. So this might be the master list from here on out. Thank you all for being here. And let's see, let's hide that. Thank you all for being here. Okay, Mason took a screenshot. Smart, my friend, very smart. All right, thank you all for being here. If you are just joining, I have gone over 8 tips to help you get the most out of Amy Carrier's classroom. There's so much free learning happening and you should not miss it. And number 1, if you don't know what I'm talking about, is go join my classroom. Go to amycarriersclassroom.com, or you can just search for it on Facebook. It's a group, it's free. You have to ask to join, and then you have to answer 3 questions. You have to answer those 3 questions. And once you do that, you're in. And I fully expect to see all of you posting questions, posting ideas, saying, can somebody help me think through this a little bit more? Or I'm trying to solve this problem, or I'm curious if anybody else has ever experienced this before. These are the types of things that you should be posting in the classroom. And if you want to learn something, tell us by making a post in the classroom, because this is how the other mentor teachers will know what it is that our community wants to learn, and then they'll create lessons to help teach you. Okay, so thank you all. Oh, show it again on screen. Yes, I will. Okay, stop. Yes, I will put it on screen. You guys are great. You just keep posting. Here it is. And when you post, it gets pushed. There we go. All right. So make sure you join Amy Carrier's classroom, and I hope you all have a wonderful Monday. Please join me next Monday at the same time. And if you are not already a member, go join. Okay, you can't see me, but I'm doing a dance here just for you. This is the Join Amy Carrier's Classroom dance. Happens every Monday, 1 p.m. New York time, here in this office, from this lady hiding behind this list who created this classroom for you to benefit from everything that all of my mentor teachers teach 7 days a week. 7 days a week. All right. Nasser's long post is making me a little funny and kind of a little crazy at this point. So thank you all. I'm going to take this off screen because I have to. And it's great to see you as always. Make sure you tell all your friends. You can actually invite your friends to join my virtual classroom and watch whoever is broadcasting tomorrow. Hint, it's Julia. And we have a new mentor teacher coming in on Tuesdays starting in September. That's Davida from Israel. And then we have 3 other new mentor teachers coming in. So make sure, if you don't know who they are when they teach, check the pinned post at the top of the classroom page, classroom group. I think it's now called announcements or something, because, you know, Facebook's always doing something different. But I'm very happy to have you all here. And thank you for your participation. Thank you for your humor and for humoring me today. And then thank you all for your kindness. I will see you next week at the same time. Bye-bye.